Right guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to cook dhal. It's pretty easy. You don't need much ingredients and it cooks in a matter of time. So you need your choice of dhal. I have this orange one. I think basically every household has this. I've got half a cup there. So just wash it about 2 or 3 times and then fill it up with water and start boiling the water. To that I'm going to add 2 bay leaves. I've got here half a small onion, so add that. To that I'm going to add some salt. To that I'm going to add some haldi powder, turmeric powder. So half a small teaspoon, like that. 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix it. And that's done for the first part of the cooking. There's 2 parts. First part is cooking the whole lentils and onion and the turmeric powder. And the second part is, you know, when you do the bagar with oil and garlic, but I'll show you afterwards. So let this boil. Cover it if you want to, and then let it boil for about probably 10 minutes. Right, it's been 5 minutes since it's been cooking. And it's not ready yet. You can tell when the lentils are cooked is, let me get some on my spoon. You know, like how they're darker in colours now? They should be a bit transparent when you look closely. You know, you can tell when they're cooked. See, they're not cooked yet. They need to be more lighter in colours, sort of like see-through-ish. So I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. Right, it's been 10 minutes from the start of the cooking. And now can you see it's gone transparent, light colour, so now it's cooked. But if you're still not sure if it's cooked or not, just follow this recipe, 10 minutes and you are done. Now the water has gone a bit less, but that's still okay. So now I'm going to do is get the bay leaves out, because I'm going to actually blend this. Now there are some people who don't blend the dhal, they just leave it as like that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to keep your dhal like this, keep it like this. But I personally like to blend mine to make it a smooth, soupy, you know, consistency. So, get my hand blender out. There. That should do fine. Right, at this point I would add some water to this, because I like my dhal quite watery. But if you want to keep it thick, you know, don't add any water. So I'm just going to add like half a cup, 1 cup of water, because dhal does tend to thicken up after, you know, heating. Right, now is the second stage of cooking. For the bagar now, if I've got onion leaves, I use onion leaves. I've got about 4 cloves of garlic. The more the better for me. So crush them. You can use frozen ones if you want, but I prefer the fresh ones. So crush them like that. Tip, girls, never with a knife on the board do that, because it just makes the knife blunt. So use the back side. Get fresh coriander and chop them up. like that, or any other fancy way you know how to cook coriander. And then with the onion leaves, they're just like garnish, but they do add flavors to the whole diet. Right, I've got here a pan over, I'm going to put medium flame. To that I'm going to add some oil. You can add ghee if you want, but I'm just going to stick to oil, about 2 tablespoons. There we go. It might seem a lot, but it's not. I've got here fresh dried chili. Now you can use them, or you can use like flakes of chili, but I'm just going to use them today, about 3. There we go. Add your garlic and cook them until the garlic's gonna be brown. Meanwhile, your dal is still in low flame. Let it relax whilst your garlic is being cooked. You can add any sort of vegetable to your dal as well. I'll normally add like orange peeling. I love that. You can add khatkora, you can add like cauliflower, even, you know, like vegetable, any frozen vegetables, whatever you want actually. Right, I think they're ready. So get the flame off and be careful because there might be a bit of sizzling. Add that. What I normally do as well, I get a bit of the curry in the pan, so I get all the, you know, flavors and the seasoning out. And then the very last end thing to do is just garnish with your onion leaves and your garlic. And there, girls, that's done. Now, how simple and easy was that? Literally probably took me 15 minutes. Now you can cook that still, continue cooking that till it gets a bit thick, or, you know, just so that the garlic mixes with the dal and get a bit of taste out. And that's done.